Hi guys, so today we're going to be working on area of triangles. This is super similar to area of squares, rectangles, and parallelograms. We have a little bit different of a formula, and I'm going to explain to you how that formula works. So our formula is going to equal area equals base times height. We can either do over 2, or you can think of it as area equals 1/2 base times height. Okay, so why are we doing half or divided by 2, right? Because half is the same thing as dividing by 2. Why are we doing that with the triangle? Okay, so let me just point something out. Okay, remember with the square or rectangle parallelogram, right? We had base times height. Okay, so if we're doing base times height, we want to see, and I'm going to erase this in a minute, okay, but I just want to show y'all. Isn't that a rectangle now if I were to have drawn this in? The triangle is half of it, okay? So we're going to half our equation, all right? Obviously, that is not truthfully here, so we're going to ignore that. Okay, so number 1, our formula is area equals base height over 2, or you can also put area equals 1/2 base times height. So they both mean the same thing. I have to tell you, I personally like this one better because it reminds me that I have to divide by 2. To me, that's simpler, but a lot of people like to multiply by 1/2. Both are perfectly fine. All right, so if I substitute this in, okay, so we have area equals my base of 8 3/10 times, all right, now guys, remember, are we looking for our staircase or from floor to ceiling? We want to know from floor to ceiling, so remember this will create a right angle. So times 8 1/10. Okay? All right, remember you do get to use the calculator. Oh, and I forgot to do this. So divided by 2. Ooh, we're getting a little squishy in here. All right, so we have 3 times 0.1. Okay, so this would give me, I'm going to write it to the side, 67 2/3 over 2. Okay, so divide that by 2, and this is going to give me an area of 33 meters squared. And I'm going to outline that for you guys since clearly we did not give a whole lot of room in these notes. Sorry, kiddos. Oh, let's not include this because he's not. What am I even erasing? I can't even see it. There we go. Sorry, guys. I'll make sure to write that better next time. All right. Let me double check that I put everything in okay. All right. 3. Oh, no, I did not. 8.3 times 8.1. Good. Divide that by 2. Yep. Okay. All right. So same thing for number 2. We're going to use area equals base times height over 2. So area equals, and I will be sure to do this correctly. All right, we can see my height is this one right here. So my base is 28 times height of 36. I don't need those 40s, all over 2. Oh, look how much better that looks. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's put that in. 28 times 8 times 36. Wow, that went really crazy, didn't it? 28 times 36. 1008 over 2. Because I had so many issues, let's just double check that. All right, we're good. Divide that by 2. It's going to give me 504 inches squared, and it's still going to be inches squared. Okay. All right. Number 3, again, we'll use the same formula. Area equals base times height over 2. Substitute in, area equals a base of 10. Ooh. I keep thinking we're doing rectangles and squares, apparently, judging from how I'm writing. 10 2/10 times, remember, staircase or floor to ceiling. Here's my right angle. We really want floor to ceiling over 2. Okay, so we're going to 10 2/10 times 8 It's going to give us 81 6/10 over 2. Area equals 40 8/10 centimeters squared. So one more time, let's double check. Yep, divide that by 2, and we are good to go. Okay, let's see if we can do this one without any mess ups. All right, so this one's a little bit different from what we've seen. Okay, so here are my right angle. Here's my right angle. So this is how I know which ones to use. The right angle is going to tell us. So my base, so we have formula of area equals, okay, my base is 42, and then my height is 15 6/10 over 2. Okay, so 42 times 15.6 is going to give us 655 2/10 all over 2. Just going to double check that. Yep, divide that by 2, and my area is 327 6/10 meters squared. One more time, 42 times 15.6 divide by 2. Yep, we are good. So guys, remember, always double check your work. It's very easy to put the wrong number in. I fall victim quite often. All right, number 5. So we have area equals, guys, I'll show you how to do the fraction on this one just to make sure you can see it's the same thing. So we're going to substitute in area. All right, so I have my right angle here. All right, guys, so as you see, this is a staircase and this is a slant. This is a staircase. Notice where my right angle is, okay? So that means I'm going to want to use my 8 8/10. And I want to multiply that by 12. We're going to divide that by 2. Okay, so I have 8.8 times 12. So that's okay, 8.8 times 12. That does seem correct, divided by 2. All right, so my area equals 52 8/10 feet squared. All right, now I'm going to show you how to do the 1/2. Like I said, some people really prefer it, some people don't. I just always remember to divide by 2. Some people like to multiply by 1/2. One's no different than the other. Okay, so for this one, we'll just use the formula area equals 1/2 base times height. Okay, so area equals 1/2. And we're going to multiply that by our base of 12. So times 12 times height of 18, because remember that's where my right angle would be, and we want floor to ceiling, not staircase. Okay, so you can do this a couple different ways, all right? So we could multiply, we could have done it like this. Okay, I'm going to take off parentheses. You could multiply it 1/2 times 12, so 1/2 of 12 would be 6, then do 6 times 18, okay? You could do 12 times 18, half that, right? So times 1/2. So I'll go ahead and I'll just do the 12 times 18 one first. So we'll put parentheses back around it because a lot of times people do. So 12 times 18, which would be, I'll put my arrow, 1/2 times 216, okay? And if you do that, you're going to have 1/2 times 216 over 1, which would be 216 over 2. And obviously, guys, you know, you would just divide that. So see, it's really the exact same thing. So our area equals 108 centimeters squared. No matter what, you'll end up having it over 2, which again means divided by 2. It's just kind of a personal preference thing.